So this might be quite possibly the most disgusting in the open kind of thing for television and streaming that I've seen in a very long time. And to be perfectly honest, I'm going to tell you right off the bat, this shit was fucking gross. Okay? The film Cuties that was thrown with a fucking sexualized manner, rated TV MA, and then tossed up with a description that literally just supported pedophilia, which was just not fucking okay in any way at all. So, that's where I stand right off the bat, so you know where I'm going to be going with this video. But if you don't know what Cuties is and you haven't heard the news, I'll give you a brief overview real quick of what happened. Essentially, Netflix greenlit a French film called Cuties that's supposed to release on September 9th. Now, the problem with this film is it's about 11-year-old kids who are on a dance team, but they're hypersexualized to the point where the film is rated TVMA. Now, when you have 11-year-old kids sexualized through a form of dancing and then slapped with a rating of TVMA, that is a fucking huge red flag. And honestly, the backlash is exactly what I would have expected from some kind of fucking publicity stunt or whatever the fuck you want to call it that Netflix decided to push through with. This literally happened yesterday. Today is August 21st. I'm not sure if this video will be going up today or tomorrow. However, the day of recording, this shit happened yesterday. Now, whether or not you want to decide if Netflix was actually supporting pedophilia with this, or if maybe other channels are taking this a little bit too far, then honestly do the research yourself. But I know what I think, and I think it's fucking disgusting behavior, and I really don't like the fact that kids are being hypersexualized. I do not support that in any fucking manner whatsoever. Now, the reason why I'm talking about this today and not yesterday when I normally would have covered a video on it is because I wanted to see how Netflix responded to the backlash. The literal second that everything came out and everybody started understanding what the fuck kind of direction Netflix was going in, I wanted to wait a second to figure out how everybody would respond and how Netflix would respond to the responses of the film being greenlit. And we finally have a response. And honestly, it's not very good. I'll tell you right now, it's really not that great. Now, in order to further give you some context in case you still don't know what I'm referring to, I'm going to read the original description to Cuties and I'm going to comment on that afterward. And the reason why I say original is because they have since changed it. Now, the original description to Cuties is probably the most fucking disgusting shit I've ever seen a goddamn fucking billion-dollar company greenlight in my entire life. I cannot believe that this went through fucking literally thousands of different people and making sure that everything was fucking worded properly and whatnot before going into the public. But yes, this was fucking greenlit, and again, it has since been changed, but here it is. The original fucking description for Cuties pisses me off, and it reads, Amy, 11, becomes fascinated with a twerking dance crew. Yeah, because an 11-year-old becomes fascinated with a twerking dance crew. Yeah, every 11-year-old that I know is just immediately fucking completely interested in watching other 11-year-olds and maybe even girls younger or older than them twerking outside as some form of dance. Like, I get that it's like some dance kind of thing, but dude, you're 11. An 11-year-old girl we're referring to. This is not an adult that's doing this kind of nonsense. I am not comfortable with that kind of shit. That fucking really aggravates me. I'm like, it genuinely pisses me off that this was greenlit. The description continues by saying, hoping to join them, she starts to explore her femininity, defying her family's traditions. Yeah, defying her family's traditions, because this is supposed to be some kind of progressive fucking nonsense. This is not progressive in any way. I understand where everybody comes from with specific kind of things, like the whole gender thing and being comfortable with your body. Like, I understand that, and you can support that, and you cannot support that, and the only reason why I'm bringing that up is because it is a very big progressive thing right now. However, this is not progressive. Sexualizing kids is not progressive. It does not make it okay, and I fucking hate that this kind of nonsense was going into the fucking realm of being deemed a normal thing. This is not normal. 11-year-old girls do not fucking get fascinated by twerking, and if they do, we are seriously, and I mean seriously, in the midst of a huge fucking problem. This is not okay. God, I have to fucking take a second to relax because it really does piss me off. This aggravates the absolute shit out of me. I can't even fucking believe it. I'm only a few years away from possibly having a kid, at least hopefully, and the fact that this is trying to be some kind of progressive shit, that scares the fucking crap out of me. What if I had a daughter? What if kids become hypersexualized in the future? And I'm speaking super hypothetically, but in reality, I'm not trying to have my fucking daughter run a fucking twerk dance crew at 11 years old. I'm okay. I'm good. Somebody else can do that, not fucking me, and I'm not supporting that shit in any way. Now, obviously, that description pissed a fucking immense amount of people pull off, and it's all over Twitter, of course, and YouTube. It even sparked a petition that had like several tens of thousands of people signing it nearly immediately to remove the film. But the petition came up nearly immediately once they released the description for this film, so I'm not surprised. But in this backlash, during all of the shit that Netflix was getting for this stupid fucking film that I still can't believe was greenlit, they decided to announce a public apology on Twitter, which, I'll read it to you and you can think what you want. I'll let you know what I think, and we can go from there. We're deeply sorry for the inappropriate artwork that we used for Cuties. It was not okay, nor was it representative of this French film, which won an award at Sundance, or Sundance, however you say it. We've now updated the pictures and description. Okay, so the pictures were updated. Here's a photo of the original cover to Cuties. If you don't think this hypersexualizes kids, you're fucking retarded. And if you think that it doesn't, and you don't think you're retarded, okay, then picture your own daughter in that same specific scenario. I don't know if you'd be comfortable with that, and if you are, you're kind of a sick fuck, to be honest. You shouldn't be sexualizing kids. Now, they also said that the description was updated, and I also stated that a second ago, so I'm gonna read the new description for the film. The description as of right now, if you were to log into Netflix right now and check it out, the description now reads, 11-year-old Amy starts to rebel against her conservative family's traditions when she becomes fascinated with a free-spirited dance crew. Wow, what a fucking massive difference that description made. Instead of it being a twerk team or shit like that, it is a free-spirited dance crew and rebelling against conservative family traditions. I really don't think that this description saved them in any fucking possible manner, because even with the apology on it, people are still saying that Netflix is filled with a bunch of pedophiles, and again, I do not support this shit. Honestly, the film should just be removed at this point. The amount of backlash it's gotten from us in the United States is fucking ridiculous. It should just be thrown off the fucking platform. Like, this isn't even cool at this point. It's completely destroyed, and I don't know who's gonna watch it, and I don't know how good the fucking ratings for it are gonna be, but at this point, just don't even fucking greenlight it for the United States. It's not gonna work out if you try and push it. It's really not, so, just drop it at this point, please, for the love of God. I'm gonna throw a link to the original Netflix post in the description of this video so you can check out all the comments on it and see how everybody else is responding, because it really is quite interesting, and I think that you guys would get a kick out of it. But overall, yeah, this is not fucking cool. I'm not okay with this at all, and I know I've been ranting a lot in this video, but like, this is just disgusting behavior. I think I've said disgusting behavior in every single commentary video that I've ever made, but this is where I really fucking mean it. This is not okay. This is not cool. I don't fucking care that Netflix apologized. In reality, if you kill somebody and you apologize, that doesn't make it okay. If you fucking rape somebody and you apologize, that doesn't make it okay either. If you punch somebody and you apologize, that doesn't mean it's okay. You still fucking punch them. You still rock somebody's shit. Netflix still fucking threw up a description of this caliber at this point in time for a film that also had its goddamn cover changed. The original cover was pretty fucking tame, and here it is. This is the original cover to Cuties, the one that was actually released in France. I think it's a lot better than the fucking one that I showed 5 minutes ago that Netflix fucking changed for the United States release. Like, come on, guys. This is not, like, how the fuck do you do this? How the fuck does this happen? How do you go from this to this? It doesn't make any fucking logical sense by any means necessary, and I can't fucking, like, I can't even picture it. Again, I'm rambling at this point, but, like, this does aggravate the absolute crap out of me. I am not fucking okay with the fact that businesses like Netflix are trying to fucking turn kids sexualized into some kind of progressive fucking movement. It's not cool, and I will never be okay with that. But with that being said, if you liked the video, give it a like. If you disliked it, dislike it. Let me know why you liked or disliked it in the comments section below. But if you did like it, why not subscribe? Because it helps me out and lets me know that what I'm doing is fucking sick. And I'm never watching this fucking film. And honestly, I should just revoke my Netflix account at this point, because I don't know why I'm paying pedophiles. But either way, I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I will see you guys in the next video.